Hey, so we're here now sitting down with this is the ToolPro Automotive Toolkit, and beside it I've got the Stanley one. Made a video on that already. I'm just going to sit down inside. It's a bit windy outside, but we're going to just talk about what this kit involves, maybe compare a little bit here and there, but if you want to watch the video on that, go onto my channel, you find that. So they're both sort of aimed at the same sort of thing, you know, all together toolkit sort of deal. Both got these little foam things to keep everything in its place and quiet. Straight off the bat, you can see pretty much what's involved in both. I can tell you right now, that kit there, the Stanley ones, I think it's put together a lot better. You know, you've got pieces that are hiding underneath them, and it's a better use of space availability in that kit. But anyway, we'll go through this kit. I'm just going to tell you what it involves. I've already told you previously I like ToolPro's tools in the hand tool respect. They make good quality stuff, and I use them quite a lot in everyday use. This was sent out to me from Supercheap Auto, free of charge. So they sent it to me to review or try out, and I have done so. I've had ToolPro socket sets in the past that I've bought out of my own steam, and I love them anyway, so this is going to be quite a positive review, I'm thinking. Okay, so we've got the ratchets, all three of them, 1/2 inch, 3/8 and a 1/4 inch drive, and then we've got the 1/4 inch drive screwdriver, which you can stick all the, where are they, or you can stick an adapter on, and then all these bits here. You can see what they are there, much the same as the Stanley set, a little bit more selection with the Stanley. Now moving to, you got two spark plug sockets, long sockets there, a couple of extensions for each 1/4 inch drive, 1/2 inch drive, and 1/2 inch drive and 3/8 inch drive. I like the Stanley set over that set with the extensions. You've got, look at the extension here. In the 1/4 inch, for example, you get two, so you've got a bit more selectability than, that's the only one you get with the ToolPro set. So a little bit more selectability with your Stanley set, but if you don't need that, that's all good. Three sort of pliers. You've got your side cutters, your pliers, and your long nose pliers. 1/2 inch big nice long breaker bar. Oops. Pretty similar to that one, pretty much the exact same thing. And then you've got your 1/2 inch swivel. Do like how you've got your, these are for lug nuts on your cars, or lug bolts, whatever you've got. You can put these on an impact wrench, the impact rated. So that's pretty handy compared to the Stanley set, does not have that. You've got your ring spanners, or these things. These are all made by ToolPro as well, and they range from a size 8mm to up to 12, and then 3/8 up to 9/16. So not nearly as much as the Stanley set has, but still enough. If you're working with vehicles, which this kit's aimed at, that's enough in my experience for what you need. So that's on the top. Also, I didn't mention these bits here. You can stick these in an impact driver as well. So the 6-sided little, I don't know what they're called, but they're like a socket, but they are all one piece. So that ranges from 7/16 right down to 5/32, and then size 4 to 13mm. Okay, moving to the socket set itself, which you'll find on the bottom. Straight away, you can see all these long sockets, or yeah, I think they're just called long sockets. They're mean, real good for any sort of work you're doing on cars. You typically will need the longer sockets, which the Stanley does not have. 1/2 inch, so all around the edge here is 1/2 inch drive. So you're going from a 3/8 inch I think that's 1/2 inch drive. Oh, that's 3/8 inch drive. So the 1/2 inch goes to there, sorry. So you start out at a 1/2 inch drive, right up to 1¼ inch drive is the biggest one, and then you're going from a 32mm in the 1/2 inch drive right down to, where does that go to, 14mm? Nope, sorry, 10mm, right down to 10mm. And the 1/2 inch drive, and then the 3/8 inch drive goes from a 13mm, you can see here, right down to a, what's that, an 8mm in the 3/8 inch drive. And then you've got your 1/4 inch drive along here, which is 6-sided as well, goes down to 14mm, right down to a 4mm, and then on the Imperial side you got 5/32, I guess is how it's said, right up to a 1/2 inch in the 1/4 inch drive. As well as that, you've got your these long sockets. I think are just in so they're Imperial. What's that? 3/8 inch drive is the red up here, and that goes from a 5/8 inch right down to a 3/8 inch in the 3/8 inch drive. And then in the, that's 3/8 inch as well, from a 19mm right down to a 8mm in the long sockets. So they're blue. The metric is blue and the Imperial's red, which is pretty cool. All the sizes and stuff you can see are embedded or protruding out of the plastic, stamped into it, so that's pretty nice. You always know where things go. And then on the sockets themselves, they've got them. Ooh, focus. Focus, come on. You're not going to be able to see that, but they've got them stamped into there, so they're not going to wear out the sizes on there anyway. And then anyway, carrying on, the 1/4 inch drive in the metric, you go from a 4mm right up to a 13mm, and then in the Imperial 3/16 inch right up to a 7/16 inch. And then you've got your 2 sets of Allen wrenches, or Allen keys I call them. You can see all the, if it'll focus, why aren't you focusing? You can see all the sizes there. And the same with the metric side, which is pretty cool. I like these little sets, they're different. You know, you can take them out and you can unfold them and carry on and do what you need to do. And what else are we talking here? Oh, you've got a little extender for, I don't know, you can probably use that on an impact driver if you wanted, or I don't know what it's rated for, but there's that, so you can use all your bits in an impact driver if you want to. Not that I'm not going to quote that they're rated for impact guns, but I'd probably use them anyway. These 2 little bits, so we're going from a, what's that, 1/2 inch to a 3/8 inch drive, and then you've got the going from a 3/8 to a 1/2 inch drive. So those 2 bits there are parts that I've added to this kit, so you can see them in there. So it's nice to see that they have included those. Found them coming really handy in the past, use them quite a lot. So you put that back on and close it up. This is what it looks like. The latches are pretty good, made of metal, and there's 4 latches, 2 on the front, 1 on each side, so that's pretty cool too. You can put a nice lock in there as it goes for a case. Real good, real happy with that. That's solid. You can throw that around, all the bits are going to stay much the same as the Stanley. They're going to stay in their place, and open it up, that's all going to be solid as. Obviously don't tip it upside down now, but these are all free floating, easy to get in and out, easy to use, easy to access. Nice rubber seal that runs around the edge, that means it's waterproof, which is pretty nice. I've left this one out in the rain before, open under a car or something, and left it to go have lunch, and it came back and it was all full of water, of course. I suppose it's going to happen with this one too, but nice to see that it's got a sort of a rubberized seal around the edge. It's quite good. As for the pliers and stuff go, I forgot to mention they got big handles on them, so they're cool. You get a lot of grip on them, and they're nice to handle. They feel good. Few missing bits in this kit that I will mention, because I think maybe, I don't know if ToolPro is going to watch this at all, but if they were thinking about what they might want to add, I'd add some more extension bars. Definitely recommend that they need some more of that, and also more swivels. They need the 3/8 inch drive swivel, and the 1/4 inch drive swivel would be good. Bouncing back over to here, they have that. Stanley has put that in there for you. They've got a adjustable wrench in there as well, which I like, which this does not have. So with each set you're compromising a little bit in what you get. You kind of got to decide what you are dealing with and what you really want to use it for. So, you know, long sockets, big plus in my opinion for this kit, and I like the impact things for your lug nuts there too. So that's a big bonus for me there. But yeah, as I say, a lot more wrenches in that one, ring spanners or whatever you call them. And yeah, as for socket sets go, they're pretty similar in the sizes that they've got. Slightly different ratchets, quite like the grips on those, but there's nothing wrong with those at all. They're good. Same sort of size ratchets and what have you, so that's all good. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. Oh, with the what are they called? Allen wrenches, Allen keys, whatever you like to call them. Stanley does a mean job at making these. They put the little rounded heads on the end of them. Love that. That's handy. Don't have them on that, and I've noticed that pretty early on, trying to use those with Allen key heads or whatever you call it, and on a slightly wrong angle or something, and you can't get to it as easily with those as you can with those. You can put those on a bit of an angle and it'll still work. So there you are. I'll stand up and give you a look at both of them. The size difference, not much in it. They're about the same weight, believe it or not. I haven't weighed them, but they feel about the same. So there's just a few more bits and pieces packed into the Stanley than there is on the ToolPro. So, but both of them you can get from Supercheap Auto. Up to you really. Sorry about my voice is a bit crackly. Up to you what one you get. Go have a look at them. I'm just telling you my opinion. That one's I use on the farm. This one I leave in a vehicle. That one's a automotive toolkit, so I leave it in the ute. That one's my kind of everyday use. Yeah, so there you have it. That's my review or overview of the ToolPro toolkit, automotive one. Yeah, go check it out. Cheers, thanks for watching. See you next time.